What's happening Facebook? Appreciate y'all joining me. Drop a replay in the comments if you're catching this on replay. Most of you will probably see this on replay. For my live Zoom audience, hello everybody. Appreciate y'all joining us again. Let me know if my audio is okay. Can you hear me? Give me a yes in the comments. If everything is fine. Just a little concerned about that, but I think it's working. But hey, how y'all doing? Welcome to Travel Talks. Sponsored by thank you for that. Appreciate that. Glad you can hear. Welcome, James. I see you on camera. Always appreciate you, good brother, showing up. Let me know, hey, if this is your first time seeing us, give us a 1 in the comments if this is your first time at Travel Talks. Give me a 2 in the comments if you've seen us before. But I'm going to spark up the show and jump into the conversation. Today we are talking about a tailored travel experience just for you. So let me get my screens over here together, and then we can go ahead and get down with our discussion for the day. Bam. All right, that is happening. Hey, let me know first time. Hey, James. All right, welcome. Appreciate you. Let me know. I see some ones. Oh, we got a lot of first timers. Hey, welcome. I appreciate y'all joining us. Must be on the heels of our Black History Summit event, I'm assuming. I'm gonna talk a little bit about that. I'm gonna try to keep things moving. I always say this is gonna be quick, and then it's not, right? Ain't nobody's fault but my own. It'd be me in here talking too much. But we're gonna have a good time. We're gonna have a good show. Let me jump into my screen, and then we'll get rolling. All right, welcome everybody. My first timers. I appreciate y'all for being here and joining us. All right, there we go. So officially, let me welcome you to Travel Talks. This is what we are here to talk about today, about the Sankofa experiences, powered, of course, by urban intellectuals. Let me dive into the content. There we go. Welcome to Travel Talks, where we embark on a journey of discovery with Sankofa experiences, powered by Urban Intellectuals. I'm your host, Freddie Taylor, the CEO and founder of Urban Intellectuals, here to guide you through our African diaspora's rich history and culture. Sankofa Experiences is more than just travel, it's a movement. We dive deep into our roots across Africa and the diaspora, turning every journey into a powerful connection with our ancestors. Our mission? To make the exploration of Black history accessible, inspiring, and informative. Join us as we share insights from our travels, celebrate our history, and foster a deeper understanding of our collective identity. With Sankofa Experiences, every destination is a step closer to home. Let's explore together. Welcome to Travel Talks. Excellent. All right. Welcome to Travel Talks. Today we are discussing a tailored travel experience just for you. That's what I'll be going into, and that's where the conversation will be about this afternoon or this morning, depending on where you are watching us from. But yeah, I want to get into some of the content. We have a live Q&A, so if you have any questions, you can drop them into the comments. I'll be sure to pivot back and respond to any of them, and then we'll have an open mic Q&A towards the end. But what's going on in the company? There's always a lot going on here at Urban Intellectuals, so I'm always trying to take a few moments to remind people of all of the wonderful things that goes on in our universe. Yeah, okay, all right, I was about to dip into something else. Let me stay focused, Freddie. All right, so first of all, how many of you were on our Black History Summit on Juneteenth? We have the Zoom on a Zoom platform like this. Give me a yes in the comments if you attended our Black History Summit. Give me a no in the comments if you don't know what I'm talking about, right? All right, I see a yes. Yeah, I got a couple of yeses rolling through. Glad y'all got an opportunity to enjoy it. How did you enjoy the summit? We got really great feedback from that particular show that we put on. It was a few hours in length, but it was a really great summit and a great opportunity to talk about reclaiming your roots, how understanding Black history changes everything for you. We had an all-star cast and lineup: Dr. Chike Akua, Dr. Gina Page, Jay Cameron, Dr. Aiden, and Gwen Ebron came by. I got an opportunity to host that as well. I love the wealth of information and the inspiration. Yeah, I love that. Thank you, Dr. Anita. Appreciate that. I always appreciate you supporting us as well. Here's what some of the people that were saying about it. This has been time well spent, says Gwen Anthony. You and your team are incredible. It's the best Juneteenth ever. Thank you all. What a blessing, right? Jaquez says, this time has been well spent. Juneteenth should always be about education and empowerment, not just food and entertainment, which is important as well. But we're always looking to grow and build here at Urban Intellectuals. We had another comment. This was my first Black History Summer ever, 60 years old. I loved it. Corey said, hope you enjoying for our classes. Yeah, same here, Jacqueline, 57. So the summit was really, really good. If you didn't get an opportunity to see it, oh man, I really wish you would have. It was absolutely excellent, but I brought it up because we got something else shaking, right? We're gonna do another event for the 4th of July, right? Not the 4th of July, but the 4th of July. Freedom from the mental plantation is going to be our topic of conversation. Why embracing our story is more important than embracing history, right? Our story over his story, right? So I'm just trying to jump to the link really quick. But this is the actual event page, coming up a little funky right now. I'm not sure why that's happening. Maybe I need to shrink it. There we go. All right, I got a double screen for you, right? But yeah, so we're talking about the 4th of July. Yeah, it's not coming up right there, Ian. I'm not sure what's happening there. It's right on the left. So let me get that one up there. There we go. Our 4th of July event. Freedom from the mental plantation, why freedom depends on embracing our story, not his story. So we're going to continue in this Reclaiming Our Roots series and have this engagement. We're doing this again on the 4th of July, right? So July 4th, this will be another Zoom environment event. And we're going to have a great time doing it. And we're going to bring out some very special guests to not only entertain, but also to educate you as well. So I'm just jumping back to my screen. I wasn't sure exactly what happened there. Something is always up, right? But the link is in the comments. You can go ahead and sign up for our 4th of July event. It's absolutely free. It just takes a little bit of your time. I forget the times off the top of my head, but it's on the page and you can check that out when you click the link in the comments. I am coming back. Of course, we got more going on. There's always, again, something always going on here at Urban Intellectuals. Bam, there we go. Oh, I'm not sharing my screen now. These Tuesdays this will be a practice for me, right? We're getting there. But yeah, so also we have our adult Black history classes that we launched at the Juneteenth event. So you can check those out. We should get the link down in the comments. But we're teaching live Black history classes to adults. And that's kind of what this organization is all about. I skipped all the way over it. We're here at Travel Talks, but Travel Talks is an arm of Sankofa Experiences. I'm gonna go into that in just a moment, but that is our travel arm of the company. And what's the company, Freddie? Urban Intellectuals. Urban Intellectuals is our main company, and it owns Sankofa Experiences and the Travel Talks, right? But we are a Black history company first. That's what we specialize in, Black history made easy. And now we're doing that with number 2, our Black history classes for adults. So we teach the children as well, but we're just rolling out our live adult classes. The response has been tremendous, but you should be able to see the link in the comments if you're interested in learning more and joining that. Hey, we're looking for referral partners or affiliates in the marketing, in marketing and spreading the word about Urban Intellectuals. That's one area that we're looking to build and grow. So if you have an audience, you have a family, you have a community of people that are interested in learning more about their history and their culture, please share us with them. In order to incentivize you for doing that, we want to share in the revenue that is generated. So if you sign up for our affiliate program, you can do that. You'll sign up, you'll get your own very own link. And then when you share that link with friends and family, they sign up, you'll earn revenue as well as sharing a valuable resource with them and your family. That resource being us here at Urban Intellectuals. All right. So what is the meaning of Sankofa? Does anybody know the meaning of Sankofa? You can give it to me in the comments if you are aware of this term. Give me a no in the comments if you're not aware of this term. I'm just always interested in seeing if people if people understand this phrase and this terminology that we use here at Sankofa Experiences, right? It's something that's important to us. Yeah, Dr. Nita says to go back and get it. Yes, that's exactly what it means, to go back and get it. It's a word from the Akan language of Ghana that translates to retrieve, to go, to seek, to retrieve, go, look, and seek, and seek. I can't get it out. let me get the phonetic breakdown for you, right? So it's a word in the Akan language of Ghana that translates to retrieve, right? So sand, go, ko. Oh, retrieve is sand, go it's ko, right? And look and seek and take is fa. So sand, ko, fa. That's where we're going. So retrieve, go, look, seek, and take. The term symbolizes the idea of learning from the past to build a successful future. And it's often visualized with a bird that you see here on the right. A bird with its head facing backwards, feet facing forward, with a precious egg in its beak. And the head facing backwards represents your past, to never forget your past, to bring it forward into your future where the feet is facing frontwards. And then the beak, the egg in its beak represents the present. So this is where our past, our future, and our present meet, all in this moment, all in this side of this word Sankofa. So that's why you always see the Sankofa experiences, or we're using that term here at Urban Intellectuals, because again, we are a Black history company, and we're trying to remind you to go back into your history, go back into your past, and bring it forward with you into our future, so we can create the future that we know we deserve, and the future that we're capable of. All right, so Sankofa experiences. I said all of that to wind it up for this, right? So we are having these Sankofa experiences, particularly those curated by Sankofa experiences. It reflects the mission to help travelers connect with their roots, right? There go that theme of reconnection, reclaiming our roots, understanding their heritage, use this knowledge to enrich their present and their future. This concept encourages people to look back at their cultural history and traditions, understanding and embracing them as we move forward. So we don't want to forget our past. We want to remember the excellence and the contributions and sacrifices that people have made for us to be here and to have these opportunities. And that's really what we're trying to drive home into our travelers, right? Specifically people who travel with us at Sankofa Experiences. So why is travel important, right? What is so big about this idea of travel? I had a good conversation. Well, yeah, I had a good conversation a while ago. I'll let this video play and it'll explain. Good people, hey, how you doing? Check it out. I got a pretty good conversation for you today. Why do you feel travel is important? Why is travel important for you, right? So we had some conversations on our Facebook page with the community, and these are some of your responses that you said on why you felt travel was important. Travel is necessary for a lot of reasons, ranging from being introduced to significance of the diversity as well as the beauty of other cultures, right? So I definitely agree with that. Salim said, for me, travel is important because I'm a lifelong learner and explorer driven by intellectual curiosity. I love that. Bo says, it shakes up your routine like nothing else can. Definitely, right? Demetrius says, it's good for your mind, your body, and your spirit. I definitely agree with that as well. I'm wondering, what are your thoughts? Let's see your thoughts down below. Make sure you chime in to the conversation. Tiffany says, because it's different. It's a different world than where you come from. I love it. Possibly to have more opportunities. Yeah. Hey, but here's one that I really wanted to get to. James dropped a Mark Twain quote that I thought was very poignant, right? Travel is fatal to prejudice, bigotry, and narrow-mindedness. And many of our people need it solely on these accounts. Broad, wholesome, charitable views of men and things cannot be acquired by vegetating in one little corner of the earth all one's lifetime, right? Definitely a powerful quote. And then where's the sister at? I wanted to talk about Tia. Tia said, I live in America. We work to pay bills. I had I had a different mentality, and that I would take 3 trips a year minimum to reset. Life is short. Why would I spend it working, paying bills? I need a reason to motivate myself and get up every morning and to know that I had something coming up every couple of months that was motivating enough to not press the snooze or call in. I save all my PTO for vacations, right? So there's many more comments. You can check out the Facebook post and you can get more of the details. But why is travel important to you? Let's hear you in this conversation. Go ahead and chime in. Looking for your thoughts below. Peace. Yeah, why is travel important to you, right? What is it about travel that kind of turns you on and makes you excited? I'm just always curious to see and hear what individuals think about that. I
People,
love
hey,
the
how you doing? Check it
conversation
out. I got a
centered
pretty good
around
conversation.
travel. There we go. All right. So the essence of Sankofa experiences, traveling with us. Why travel with us? What is it about this group, this organization that's different? Linda says, open our minds to other cultures and share, compare, contrast experiences to see how others live. I love that. Up close and personal experiences. Yeah, it definitely changes you, right? To have these experiences. And I love that Twain quote. Not spending yourself in one little part of the earth. There's so much world out there, and 9 times out of 10, particularly when it comes to us, individuals are not telling us the truth about the rest of the world. Right? Any of you feel lied to about when it comes to traveling, particularly traveling the African diaspora? Right? Give me a yes in the comments if you don't think that the West, let's say, is painting the most accurate picture of what's happening on the continent of Africa and in the African diaspora. I see my yeses coming through. Yeah, we have to kind of go and see it ourselves. And that's really what's at the essence of our Sankofa experiences. Our mission at Sankofa Experiences, we create personalized Black history travel experiences, meticulously curated to align with your family's passions and desires, right? We found that our people are really interested in our history and reconnecting around the world, but there's some fear, there are some concerns, some legitimate, some bastardized by the propaganda. But our core values is authenticity, our reconnecting people with our untold history, and cultural immersion, right? This is really what tailoring this experience to you is about, right? And we spelled tailoring the correct way. I wanted to spell it Taylored. That's my last name. But anyway, that's another conversation, right? But cultural immersion is kind of what really makes this special. Our traveling with us is more than just about, my sipping Mai Tais on the beach or getting away and relaxing. It's more about connection, culture, immersion, history, and really gaining empowerment through travel. So why join us, right? You get to travel with other Black people. I can't tell you how important that is. Oh, please, brainwashed by Holly Weird. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I laugh because man, it's true though. Like they really have bastardized what it is like to be Black and African, not only on this planet but definitely on the continent. We were just in Senegal last month with a group, and a lot of the travelers were saying, yeah, because growing up, my picture of Africa was Tarzan. Right, that was like really how I viewed the continent because of Holly Weird. Right, always bastardizing something. Maya Angelou would say we should travel to increase our perceptions of the world. Yeah, absolutely. That's accurate. As a college professor, I encourage my students to take advantage of any travel opportunities offered by the school. Oh my God. That is like, I'm gonna have to talk about that one day. I had an opportunity to do a lot of travel actually through the school, and I didn't go on one adventure while I was in college. And boy, I look back and I kick myself every day thinking like how self-centered and narrow-minded I was. Like, goodness gracious, that was ridiculous. So thank you, Dr. Anita, for doing that. But number two, you get to experience the motherland from an African-centered focus. Have any of you ever been on a travel adventure where your history, your culture, and your people weren't centered in it? Or you might have been the only on a particular trip somewhere. I've traveled before with Globus, which is a worldwide travel organization. They put together a great program to their credit, but we weren't on the trip, right? It was your experiences weren't centered in that experience. So I always link back to that. But you travel in safety with experienced and trusted operators, guides, and staff. Connect with your history. See what the world has to offer outside of the United States. Experience a culture like nothing you've ever experienced before, but also feel like you just came home and find a new family. Previous guests have created bonds of a lifetime. Really, really traveling together with a group, might be something different, might be something that you're like, oh, I don't know these people. I don't know. I promise through time and these significant cultural experiences, you bond with individuals in the group. You end up making friends for a lifetime, right? Dr. Nene says she has. Yeah, it's definitely frustrating, right? Infuriating, even, right? Um, yeah, all Americans need to get out of the country to focus on language and the thought process. Yeah, you got to get out of this country. Oh, we got a conversation coming up with a young lady who's an expatriate that left America and moved to Senegal, and she gets to talking about how you don't understand the stress that you're under inside of this country. It's not till you get out and you get to living somewhere else for a while that you start to realize how much stress and pressure there lies in America. I'm gonna leave that open ended because there's more conversation to have there. And I definitely want to have that later.
What is it like?
Oh, okay.
What are some of the
We
things
jumping
that
into our next
family
one.
and friends said when you were talking about traveling to Africa?
Some people were saying they were afraid to travel to Africa, and why did I want to do that? I was like, why wouldn't you want to do that? This is the motherland. This is where we came from. We didn't come to the U.S. voluntarily. We need to see what's our real home. And I think people were worried too because of my age and that they felt I was traveling alone, that I wasn't going to Africa with a family member or a spouse or a friend. But the urban intellectual group that we're with, they have become my family and friends. They have helped me every step of the way. I have a cane. They made sure that I was on level ground. They made sure that I didn't stumble. They made sure if I got tired, I had a place to sit. They watched out for me. If I was slower than everybody else, they still waited. They took care of me. These people have become my friends and family here in Africa. And for many of us, we're going to be neighbors and friends, I found out, back in the U.S. in a couple of years. I'm really excited about that because I'm going to be close to many of them and where they live now. So it's been an opportunity to make new friends from all over the United States. There's some people here from Canada, from all over the world, and it's the experience of a lifetime. You would not regret it if you took this opportunity for yourself. It's an investment in you. It's not an investment, that you think of in terms of money. It's an investment in terms of knowledge and spirit and hope and love for what we are as a people.
Yes, I love that story. Here's a couple.
Talk
Here's a
about the
little bit
impactful
more.
experience you've had here and just what this whole trip has meant for you.
This trip has been amazing to me. This is my third trip here, and this is my first time having, for the lack of a better term, the black experience. I mean, even where we sit here today at a black winery, the other two times that I came in 2013 and 2016 for luxury trips, I could not convince the companies to even admit that there were black wineries. So I was never able to do that. Where we stayed in Johannesburg, where we have stayed here in Cape Town, everything that we have done has been about us. We've been there, we've been represented on both sides, not just behind the counter, but also people visiting, people that are here on vacation. And this group that I'm with, I thought they used algorithms because we were so and are so together. I mean, it's like family, and it really is like they use some kind of formula to to put this group together. The Magnificent 12. Um, I just can't say enough about it. I've been to some great places in South Africa and certainly in Cape Town, and there's been nothing that came close to what we do here, sitting at a phenomenal winery with the black ownership, uh, fabulous chef and sommelier. I mean, just all of it.
All right, let's talk about your when you came before and why you've been to places that would not take you to the black experience in South
Correct.
Africa. How is this different for you overall?
This has not been, I mean, look at the time we spent in Soweto, which was amazing. I've gone on two very high-end safari tours that included um, Cape Town, uh, as well as flying to the bush, and not one township, being in Soweto and seeing that and having dinner at a fabulous black-owned restaurant there, and actually seeing the growth that's happened since the time I was here in 2013 and managed to bribe someone to drive us through just to take a look at Soweto at that time. But this is they say a rainbow nation, and I'm in that rainbow. But this trip, I see that rainbow and I see myself. I see success.
What has this group meant to you? Tell me about your experience with this particular group.
Um, with you, it's been phenomenal. It's been so phenomenal that you're going to see us again on other tours. But this group is just, it's meant everything. It's part of what's made this, 100. It's been the people that I've been living with for the past 2 weeks almost, and the restaurants that you've chosen, the level of fun that you've chosen. The black experience is here. I mean, we were on the stage dancing to Jerusalema last night, and that was just fabulous. That's us. That's us that made the song. That's us that made the dance. That's us. And I loved being a part of it.
What do you say to people who are afraid to come to Africa because of the stereotypes that they've heard and all of that? What words of encouragement would you offer them?
It's all lies. It's beyond stereo. It's just not true. It is not true. There was a time when I thought that Americans made more money than any other people in the world, workers, and then I went to London. So I say, come and experience yourself. I have not lost a dime on this tour. I have gained. It's amazing. It's affordable. It's amazing.
When you think about your family and friends, why why do you think it's important for them to come?
I have been trying to get my daughter to have this experience with me. I mean, she was convinced that she would move here the first time I came. And I really want to have my daughter have this experience. My granddaughter wants to go to Africa more than anything. She's 12. There was a time when people wanted to go to Paris more than anything. But my granddaughter, because of what she's seen and heard from me, knows that this is utopia. This is where she wants to come. And that's why we're bringing them, at the end of the year.
All right. Well, thank you for your words. We'll be talking to you a little bit more.
Okay.
Yeah, wasn't that great? Oh, I'm supposed to be on camera. That was Sister Maxine there. You heard from Sister Ann, and it was in Egypt. Sister Maxine, though, they are there in South Africa. So that was the South African experience. And yes, we'll be staying at black-owned hotels, black-owned restaurants. the most we can, right? Wherever we can. That is definitely the angle that we're taking. I wanted to come back to Sister Maxine because her and her husband were there on this trip. That was last year, 2024, in last month, June. No, what is it? June now. May. In May 2024, Sister Maxine and her husband came to Senegal with us, but they brought 11 people with them. Right. So not only did they enjoy the trip, they brought half their family with them on the particular trip to Senegal, where we stay at Black Home Resorts, right on the Atlantic Ocean, by the way. Beautiful, beautiful resorts. It was a great experience, but now they're already planning their next trip. I believe they're coming to Brazil with us in 2025. So we're really excited about that experience, but we just love the people that are come give us a chance and have this experience, and then they come back. You can't quite see, but the two sisters next to them are Haitian. They were there at the South Africa trip. They were in Senegal as well, right? Like, so a lot of people have come on our trip. Some people are actually on their third trip with us, and we just started this in late October 2022. But I think it just goes to show that the community is interested in not only in travel, but traveling with folks that look like them. We're looking to reconnect with the African diaspora, and they want to be treated well, right? You want to be treated right, and you want to have a well curated experience that's centered around you, so that you don't have to try to fit in with another group and go along to get along and tolerate ignorance, let's say, from that group. But have something that's specifically made in, of, and around you. And that's what we're curating here at the Sankofa Experiences. And that's what we're trying to get across to our community as well. So let me keep the party going. I don't got my presenter's view no more, do I? Yes. All right. There we go. All right. So are you interested in taking a trip with us at the Sankofa Experiences, right? I saw a couple of questions over there. Dr. Anita, I tried to answer your question that yes, but we are definitely going to patronize the local Black African-owned places that we visit. That is a point of all of this. We're going into the villages, we're going into the communities, and we're going to have all of those opportunities. Yeah, she does remind us of Maya Angelou. That is a bad sister, by the way. She has a lot of wonderful things going on. Yes, Black owned. We got that. Is this Green Book Revisited? Amazing. Yes. Was blessed to take my children to South Africa in 2017. But asked my son what his favorite family trip. He said South Africa. Not all Caribbean cruises are islands. I love that. Do you find that people around you look at your group with can the UI staff go? What you find is people are interested in you because they've been lied to as well, right? So when you come back to reconnect with the continent, they're just as curious about you as well. There's always pleasantries. It's always excitement that we are coming to reach out and reconnect. It's a beautiful experience. You don't have to fear, right? Because one, we're in numbers. Two, they know that American passport, right? It carries some weight. Three, they know y'all coming to spend money. You flew halfway around the world, right? Like nobody wants to run you off. They definitely want to invite you in because you came to have the experience. And it's while it is great on a cultural level and a reconnection level, just from a business standpoint, tourism is very important to these nations. And it's not something that they take lightly. So you're definitely welcome. I hope it's all genuine. But we are there with local guides, local historians, like the people that end up, navigating the tours. They know most of the people in the places that we're going, right? So the connections are there. I'm just trying to get you to see that we've greased the skids, right? We've greased the wheels to make this as smooth of an operation as possible. And now that we've been doing these things in all of these different places multiple times, it's even that much better of an experience. Any animosity? No, I haven't encountered any animosity whatsoever. And I'm an aggressive negotiator. If y'all know anything about the continent, bartering, for your goods is it's a traditional thing, right? You're expected to bargain and haggle for your prices. I'm a shrewd negotiator, as they say. So not even when I'm battling for my prices that I'm willing to pay, I haven't experienced any animosity. Again, we're bringing tourism and dollars to their communities, to the country. You are well appreciated when you come. Please believe that. I think I see some questions on Facebook. That had me wanting to go on every trip, right? Maureen says you got me wanting to go on every trip. Come on, Maureen. We got space for you on these trips. Please remember that. So, yeah. So if you are interested, let me share a little bit more information with you. Where do you start? All you have to do is choose your experience, and I'm gonna keep going with the Q&A after I get through this. By the way, good people. But choose your experience, secure your spot with $199 down. That's all it takes. Relax and enjoy. Their payment plans, depending on when you're traveling with us. If you're a year or a year and a half out, it'll be chopped up and made into affordable monthly payments. So here's what some of the pricing looks like. There's the link in the comments, sankofaexperiences.com. You can click that, and then you can select any one of these trips. You will see the flags on the website. Maybe I'll go to it in a moment and let you see. But here are the destinations that we offer. We're going to Ghana, Egypt, South Africa, Senegal, and the Gambia. The Gambia is absolutely amazing, people. You might not know much about that country. I swear I didn't know much until last month. That's where we're at, Senegal and the Gambia. And oh my goodness, I fell in love with the Gambia. We are considering moving to the continent. We're moving to the continent. Let me get that considering out of there. But the Gambia ran up on the list. Man, this could be a place that we may go. But Kenya, Tanzania, and Zanzibar, Ethiopia, Morocco, Brazil, the Ivory Coast, and Nigeria. So what does the pricing look like? So prices start in Ghana at $48.74 per person. Now, keep this in mind. Prices fluctuate, prices change, and let me tell you what they're doing. They're all going. I'm going to let you answer in the comments. Do you think the prices are going up, down, or staying the same? Give me up, down, or same in the comments based on what you think is happening, right? I see a lot of P's on that up there, right? So everything around the way, somebody said down. Hey, I wish, right? We all wish. But everything in the world is going up, right? And the traveling is no different as well, right? So there's a visa application process in Ghana. Yellow fever is required once every 10 years. You have to take that vaccination unless you have a medical exemption. We always say talk to your doctors, your primary care physicians, and make sure that everything is right for you. But if it's not a good fit, I know my elders have an easy out on this one. If you decide that you don't want to take it, you can talk to your doctor. My dad didn't take the yellow fever vaccination. He was 87 years old at the time that we went to Ghana for the first time, and he opted out, right? But that is the only vaccination that is absolutely required is yellow fever, and that's in West Africa. People, there's a lot of talk about all the vaccines that you got to take, and you got to do this, and I'm scared about all of that. The CDC makes recommendations that you take malaria pills, that you take this, you take that. They're going to try to dope you up when you get there. These institutions that initiate these vaccinations. But the only one that's required is yellow fever, and that's West Africa. So keep that in mind. But we have 11 dates for Ghana. Egypt is 5135. Visa upon arrival, no vaccinations required. All meals are included. You just take care of your drinks. There are 5 dates available for Egypt right now. South Africa, 5174. No visa needed, no vaccine requirements. 4 dates available. We're flying into Joburg, but we're going to have some experiences around the country as well. That's another beautiful experience. But you see the pattern. No vaccinations required, right? Senegal and the Gambia, 4424, visa upon arrival, no vaccination, 3 dates available, and we're flying into Dakar is the airport there, or you'll be flying into Dakar, Senegal. They have direct flights. All of this stuff is available. I've seen direct flights round trip to Dakar for $1,000, right? So I know people are often concerned, what's the pricing? It costs so much and all of that. We're talking about $1,000 round trip ticket to Africa on a direct flight flying Air Senegal. That's that particular flight. The further out, I'm sure you can get something comparable or better, but you just have to do a little shopping around, right? Ivory Coast and Nigeria, prices start at 5074. You can get an e-visa, yellow fever vaccine required. Again, you just take that once every 10 years. There's one date available. We're going to Nigeria. I'll be on that trip. I'm very excited to get there. I've never been there before, so I'm looking forward to this experience with us. The stays are anywhere from 9 to 8, 9, 10 days, depending on the destination. Love, I see that question. Ethiopia prices $46.99. Visa application, e-visa or on arrival, no vaccinations. There are 2 dates. Flying into Addis Ababa International Airport. I'll be on the March trip, March 2025. We are going to Ethiopia. I'm super excited about that. Haven't been there before, so looking forward to that one as well. Kenya, prices starting at $47.99. Again, e-visa, no vaccinations required. 1 date available in Kenya. Looking forward to that experience as well. Tanzania and Zanzibar, $49.89. E-visa, yellow fever. 1 date available. All meals are included. But are you seeing the pattern, right? Like, let's get over this anxiety and this fear about vaccinations when you go into Africa. That is not the case. Again, they are going to ask you, hey, you up to date on your hepatitis shot? And you up to date on it? They're going to try to feed all. They're making money. That's my opinion. Talk to your physicians on what you need before you go. I think it's all a racket, but talk to your physicians. This is now, I'm just telling you how my perspective, but I definitely say talk to your physician and you make the best decision that's right for you. Don't say Freddie told me. Freddie told you what he does, right? Right? All right, Morocco, $44.99. Visa not required, no vaccinations, 1 date available. I can't wait to get back to Morocco myself. Brazil, $52.99. Visa is not required, no vaccinations, 1 date available. Looking forward to having that experience as well. All right, so we're going to open it up for some questions. But before we do, I wanted to jump on the site and give you a look at that. I saw one of the questions was, where do we fly out of? You just meet us there at from wherever you're flying from, right? So we're not going to coordinate the big group and have everybody fly together. We're going to meet at the same place. Say we're flying into Dakar, we'll meet in Dakar. We'll have your flight itinerary, and we'll have our drivers there ready to pick you up. People with signs guiding you through the airport, making sure you get your luggage, get onto the travel vans or travel buses, and then take you back to the host hotel, and then your adventure can start. But we're going to pick you up and do that. So if you go to sankofaexperiences.com, I think the link is down in the comments. Black History Travel Made Easy. You can see from our menu at the top, you can get anywhere you need. But if you scroll down here, you can see all the flags of the different places that we spoke of. So like, I'm going to click Ghana. It'll take you down to Ghana, and then you can have your selection on what dates work for you. Interested in spending New Year's this year in Ghana, right? We're doing December 30th through January the 7th. You click that and go ahead and start your booking process. Again, just $199 down per person. Or let's say you are interested in going to Senegal, right? So you click that. It's just going to take you down here. And you're like, oh, Freddie, I don't know exactly where I want to go. I know I got this time off. I know I'm open in this particular moment. So you can click our travel calendar either up here, or you can click it down here. Either one takes you to the same place. But this will actually take you to a laundry list of our travel adventures in a row, right? So that you can, by date, excuse me, that's what I'm going for right here, right? So you can see August 6th through August 8th through the 6th, we're going to Ghana. You can see these dates. Oh, I just know I'm available in May of 2025. So then you can look at these dates, you can look at these options, and you can kind of see where we are going. But this is our travel list. This is where we are going for the continent over the next year, year and a half. So there are many trips, many opportunities to connect and build. We're just trying to make this thing easy for you. We're just trying to create an atmosphere of opportunity. We're trying to make sure that if you're ready to connect with the continent, if you're ready to connect with the African diaspora, you can do that with us, with a trusted group, a group that's serious about Black history. We literally are a Black history company. Like literally, like that's what we do all day, every day. It's Black history and culture. We're bringing experts, we're bringing PhDs and Fulbright scholars together. We are connecting with scholars on the continent to bring the local historians to you, right? It's the one thing to have the oppressors talk about the history and the culture and things that are going on. It's another thing to have people from the culture, from the community, to speak to you and to tell you about them, right? And to tell you about their history and their culture, particularly if you are from one of those places, right? Like in Senegal, we got to learn a lot about the Wolof people, right? Something that I just know a little bit about from Googling and doing different things on the internet, but sitting there with good brother Mika and talking about the Wolof people, I got a deep, thorough, not deep now, because it would probably take years to get. I got a better understanding of them and their hospitality. Like they call Senegal and the Gambia the house of Teranga, right? Teranga means hospitality, but it's like a Wolof culture. And if anybody ever had jollof rice, y'all into jollof? You get into them jollof wars, now it gets serious. It seemed like Ghana and Nigeria got like the best marketing plan, but I'm gonna tell you, Senegal got the best jollof. It was absolutely spectacular. Then you find out that the Wolof people invented the jollof rice. So it all comes from them and their culture. I think they're winning. I think that's why they don't invest in the marketing of the argument, just because once you have it, you're like, man, this is special. So anyway, I definitely enjoyed. Here we go. Ghana jollof is the best, right? Hey, let's go get it all, right? I've had a couple of them over there, right? Ghana and Senegal, Sierra Leone. We're from Sierra Leone, right? I got my dual citizenship. Y'all know I love a chance to pull my passport out of Sierra Leone, but I gotta say, they got to get their jollof game up. We gotta get it up. We're gonna have to go get some practicing in or something, because it's not measuring up. That's great. UI sends all types of helpful info. Yeah, when you book your trip. Okay, was there some questions? All right, Ian. I don't know where are you gathering the questions, or should I just go through the comments? It wasn't too many, right? You can raise your Zoom hand if you have like a direct question you want to ask. Please don't hesitate to do that. I'll stay on for a few more minutes, or time to get through these questions. I'm trying to pull up my chat screen. There we go. All right. So I saw, let's see, which hotels do you stay in Accra and Cape Coast? Daryl, we're doing the Lancaster Accra Hotel there in the Osu district. I believe that's Osu. It's near the airport. And we stay at, we were just talking about the hotel in Cape Coast. If you shoot an email to support@urbanintellectuals.com, support@urbanintellectuals.com, we'll follow up with that particular question. Ashley knows these answers like right off the bat, but she can't be here with us today. But I know we're at the Accra Lancaster, Accra, and then, oh man, I can see the hotel that we stay in Cape Coast, because it's gorgeous and it's beautiful, but it got like a terrible history, right? Because so if y'all don't know, Cape Coast is like where the dungeons are in Ghana, right? And they got hotels out there, right? And some of the hotels are literally there because they created resorts while they were enslaving folks, because they needed to get away. They needed a break. It's this torturous work, torturing people. So they literally created like little rest havens off the coast in order to go get some R&R, rest and relaxation. I mean, so it's like you're there, you're like, this is gorgeous, this is beautiful, oh my God. And then you just remember the sadistic behavior of individuals that did these things to people. All right, I'm just trying to make sure. Okay, here go my questions. I forgot. I didn't even tell you. If you decide to go on a trip with us today, sign up by midnight Eastern Standard Time today. We're doing $400 off per person, by the way. I guess that was kind of a big thing. I should have remembered that. So this is just for June the 25th by midnight Eastern Standard Time today. If you decide to go on a trip, put down your $199, then you give us 24 to 48 hours. We'll reduce the balance of your trip by $400 per person. And yes, your $199 goes towards the payment. It's not just an administrative fee. How do we get an e-visa application? So once you sign up with us, we do something called culture trainings. So you will end up in an environment like this on Zoom, going through the process of things that you will need at certain points leading up to your trip. So you will receive emails about information about the e-visa process, but we also walk you through it on like a culture training like this. But we'll be in touch with you, leading you through this process. Once you sign up, you can't go get your visa. You need to get your visa so many days out from your trip. But all of that information will be disseminated to you as the process continues, as we get closer to your trip date, I should say. All right, I think that was okay. Beverages and alcohol. Okay, yeah. Ooh, yeah. Oh, good point, love. Yes, trip insurance is not included in this, but we recommend that you get cancel anytime travel insurance with medical. Any of y'all that's been on Travel Talks with me know we just beat this point to death. But it is very, very important that you get that. One, this is an investment in yourself. So if something happens, you want to be able to get your investment back, right? So we definitely recommend cancel anytime travel insurance. And then number two, if something happens to you physically on the trip, 9 times out of 10, your medical insurance is not going to be accepted in a foreign country. So you're going to want travel insurance with medical. That is a very important piece to that. We don't offer that, but we can give you some recommendations on where to sign up for those things. Okay, e-visa process, got that. Yes, we'll send you all types of information. Ghana Jollof is the best. Which hotels? I answered that one. Yeah, I don't know where the dock is, so there's that. Did you plan to add Sierra Leone to your travel list? At some point, maybe we'll go to Sierra Leone, but it's different, right? It's as my man Jay would say, it's tricky, right? It's tricky traveling to Sierra Leone because the infrastructure really isn't there as a country. I try to get people to realize that, well, one, Sierra Leone came out of a 20-year war that devastated the country in the early 2000s. And they just really haven't built up the infrastructure, like the lights and the power grid goes out regularly. It's not ready just yet. As much as I want to bring y'all home, right? I want you to say, I think it's absolutely beautiful. We're just not ready just yet to organize trips there. It's coming though. I can tell you, River Beach #2 is spectacular. There's a couple of beaches out there that's beautiful. Lumley Avenue rivals any Miami, Daytona, whatever these folks are going to. It rivals any of that. The mountains is absolutely gorgeous. The people are beautiful. The food is great. I just think the jollof in other places are better. Don't hold that against me if you're from Sweet Salone. Don't kick me out the family. Ridge Royal could be it there. I'm not sure. I can't hold that. Cancel anytime life travel insurance with medical. Same price for single or double. Single is more, love. If you get a single room, it's more than a double. So double occupancy, those are probably double occupancy prices. If we book today, how do we indicate that we want the $400 off? Doc, if you book, we'll know, right? So we'll have the date and we'll know where you got it from. Yeah, so you'll be fine. Yes. Where are you thinking about going, Doc? Oh, I can't hear you. Oh, it won't let you unmute. There you go.
I'm considering your Nigeria tours. Plus,
Oh,
I have about 5 people I want to take to Ghana with me, so
I
I need to
love
get
it.
the word out.
Yeah. Let's get the word out. Let's get the word out. Let us know if you need any conversation or anything as well. Questions. I'm sure they're gonna have questions, right? Everybody's got questions. That's good. All right. We'll see you in Nigeria. I definitely will be there. I'm looking forward to that one. We're gonna test out this jollof rice. Apparently I'm a foodie. I didn't really realize that I was a foodie, but yeah, apparently I like to eat. Yeah, I didn't really realize because I like eat oatmeal every morning. I can eat the same things every single day, but I guess when I travel, I go for it, right? So maybe I'm a travel foodie. We gotta have to add that. We're gonna have to add that to the trip, right? Maybe I have a food blog or something like that. That'll be fun. Okay, all right. So that was that. Yeah, perfect. Thank you. If I book early, do you offer price guarantee? Yeah, if you book, you got your price. Yeah, that's locked in. Yeah, if things go up, that ain't got nothing to do with you. It has how everything works is when you put down a booking, we have to let all of the vendors know in that chain, hey, hold this spot. So they take that inventory out of rotation and your price is locked. Now, anything else, the price may start to creep up, but you're locked in and we are good to go. Yeah. What happens if the price go down? Boy, then listen, Jesus might be coming back because I ain't never seen that. The price go down. Everybody make sure you good with your God. Because that would be a blessing, right? Let's go with a blessing. If we could get some prices going down, y'all put that mojo out in the ether, boy. Let's get that out there. Prices go down. Prices go down. Woo! We haven't seen that one yet, Doc. That's good. It's worth a shot, though. You have to put it up there, right? Yeah, fingers crossed, right? Yeah, let's make sure that can happen. That'll be great. Okay, anybody have any additional questions for me? Questions, concerns? You can always email support@urbanintellectuals.com. Again, that's support@urbanintellectuals.com. If you think of something afterwards, again, 24 hours, or excuse me, not even 24 hours. You got 12 hours Eastern Standard Time. You got 11 hours to go ahead and sign up and take advantage of the $400 off. Is the booking through? No, it's not. That is a different company, but that's Jay's company. He works with us. Yes, so you want to sign up with us through here, right? SankofaExperiences.com. Yeah, SankofaExperiences.com. That'll get you the $400 off. Yes, so there we go. That's all good there. Okay. We got more questions. Do you have videos of the travel destinations? I have no idea which place I'd be interested. I may have to Google. Yes, Karen. Ian, how can you get Karen's info? And then Ashley can shoot Karen some of the replays. And you can see some. There we go. There you go. All right, that's easy. So Karen, just go ahead and shoot an email to ashley@urbanintellectuals.com and let her know that you're interested in some videos, or you want to see some more. And she can shoot you some of our information and our details. And the video, you can kind of see walk through the itineraries. The itineraries are all on the website, but it's nothing like the video. So you can definitely get that and see it yourself. If we want to stay longer, could you make recommendations? Yeah, absolutely. So once you sign up, then you will end up working with Ashley to extend the stay and then to make recommendations on other places that you can see. And then maybe you can even extend our guides if they are available, if that's what you want. Or maybe you might want to just kind of do it on your own after that. Does it make sense, or is it possible to try to go to 2 different places, countries during one trip? Yeah, it does, Brenda, actually. And that is a beautiful part of the experience. We've had a couple of people do just that, particularly with their start in Egypt and then end up in the Ghana trip. And it's a matter of timing them to figure out which trips are set for that. Yeah, there we go. Ian is making it easy. Contact Ashley at urbanintellectuals.com and with your dates, and then she can help you arrange which trips are options for that, and then try to help you make that happen. Yeah, because we get people that say, man, while I'm over there, I might as well can see a couple of more places, right? So that's a beautiful idea. I've done that trip from Egypt to Ghana, and the juxtaposition is it's a it's a it's a it's an eye-opening experience, right? One, how big that continent is to just fly across it. Two, but how different the cultures can be inside of the same continent is something special to experience. So we definitely recommend that. Again, if you have any additional questions, support at urbanintellectuals.com. You're going to end up getting to Ashley, right? So if you want to email Ashley at urbanintellectuals.com, you can, but that's who you are definitely going to end up with. Oh, okay, right. Support, yeah. One of urbanintellectuals.com or support at sankofaexperiences.com. They're coming to our same inbox. But all right, I appreciate y'all joining us. Let me give you my outro video. And yeah, I appreciate y'all being here for our travel talks today. Greetings, I'm Freddie Taylor, CEO and founder of Urban Intellectuals, and we are behind the Sankofa Experiences. This is where Black history travel made easy is not just our mantra, it's a promise. Our mission? To reconnect you with your roots, your culture, and the history of the African diaspora. Now spanning across 10 African nations and the vibrant cultures of Colombia and Brazil, the Sankofa Experiences is expanding. We've crafted curated group travel experiences that do more than just visit. They immerse, they educate, they transform. From the historic forts of Ghana to the bustling markets of Nigeria, the serene beaches of the Gambia to the rugged mountains of Morocco, and beyond, even South Africa and South America, each destination holds a special place and part of our story. Embarking on these Sankofa journeys means more than just exploring more landscapes. It means walking in the footsteps of the ancestors, embracing the diversity of our heritage, and seeing the world through a lens of understanding and appreciation. It's a group experience where every traveler is a thread in the fabric of the shared narrative, making the journey safe, engaging, and unforgettable. So are you ready to embark on this adventure? To explore, to learn, to celebrate the legacy that connects us all. Join us in the Sankofa Experiences, proudly powered by Urban Intellectuals. The only thing missing is you. Thank you, everybody. I'll see you next week for Travel Talks. Appreciate y'all.